Have you ever wondered about the deepest enigmas hidden within the pages of the Bible? Formidable creatures that make even seasoned warriors tremble, angels who abandon their heavenly realm. What do these mysteries reveal about God, the universe, and interestingly, ourselves? Get ready for an epic journey that will challenge your beliefs, pique your curiosity, and delve into the deepest secrets of divine and human existence. Hold on tight, because we are about to explore the fascinating secrets contained in the sacred scriptures. Before we dive into this fascinating and mysterious story, it's crucial to understand the context in which it takes place. We're talking about the Bible, specifically the Old Testament, which is filled with symbols, visions, and stories that have shaped the faith of billions of people over the centuries. Who are these mysterious entities that cross the pages of the Old Testament, whispering messages from God and offering incredible insights? One day, like any other, on the banks of the river Chebar in Babylon, the prophet Ezekiel is graced with a vision that defies description. It is difficult to imagine what was going through Ezekiel's mind when he observed a phenomenon that defies human logic. Ezekiel chapter 1, verses 15 to 21 transports us to a moment of extreme revelation where Ezekiel comes across extraordinary living beings. As he looks at these beings, he notices the presence of wheels on the earth next to each of them, with a design so complex that Ezekiel struggles to describe in words what he sees. These wheels are not simple wheels. In ancient Hebrew, these entities are called Ovanim. The vision is so impactful that it makes us question the magnitude of what is being described and leads us to reflect on the divine mysteries present in the narrative. Ezekiel chapter 1 verses 15 to 21 transports us to a moment of extreme revelation where Ezekiel encounters extraordinary living beings. As he looks at these beings, he notices the presence of wheels on the earth next to each of them, with a design so complex that Ezekiel struggles to describe in words what he sees. These wheels are not simple wheels. In ancient Hebrew, these entities are called Ovanim. Most intriguingly, these wheels did not move randomly, but in perfect harmony and synchrony with the cherubim present in Ezekiel's vision. The detailed description of the wheels with eyes around them suggests an omniscient and divine perception of these celestial beings. The interaction between the Ovanim and the cherubim leads us to reflect on the nature of this connection. Were they simply observing or playing coordinated divine roles in a celestial choreography? This complex dynamic invites us to explore deeper the purpose of these creatures and the meaning of their interaction in Ezekiel's grand vision, revealing ever deeper layers of the divine mysteries contained in the sacred scriptures. In his extraordinary vision on the banks of the river Chebar in Babylon, Ezekiel not only witnesses the mysterious wheels known as Ovanim, but he also encounters an even more intriguing scene. Amidst the celestial beings and the intricate wheels, Ezekiel sees a wondrous rainbow that seems to divinely connect heaven and earth. This rainbow is not just a simple manifestation of nature, but rather a powerful symbol of the covenant between God and humanity, representing the promise of hope and renewal. The presence of this rainbow in Ezekiel's vision prompts us to reflect on the beauty of God's creation and the importance of faith in the spiritual journey. Each brilliant color of the rainbow resonates with profound meaning, from red symbolizing sacrifice to blue representing divine faithfulness. In this heavenly setting, Ezekiel is reminded of God's constant presence in all things and the eternal promise of love and redemption for those who seek true spiritual connection. When he comes across the luminous creatures, Ezekiel notices the presence of the cherubim, celestial beings with 4 distinct faces: a human, a lion, an ox, and an eagle. Each face radiates a unique and imposing aura, symbolizing different aspects of divinity. The human faces represent compassion and divine wisdom, while the lion faces convey courage and strength. The ox faces symbolize fidelity and dedication, while the eagle faces suggest keen vision and spiritual discernment. The presence of these cherubim in Ezekiel's vision reveals the complexity of the divine nature and invites us to contemplate the multiple aspects of the sacred present in the sacred scriptures. Ezekiel's narrative transports us to a mystical and enigmatic setting where every detail revealed challenges our understanding and invites us to delve into the depths of divine mysteries. As Ezekiel contemplates the celestial creatures with their intricate wheels and surrounding eyes, he finds himself faced with a scene that transcends known reality. The wheels within wheels symbolize not only physical movement, but also an eternal cycle of divine knowledge and wisdom. The eyes that cover the wheels represent the omniscience of God, a watchful presence that sees and knows all. In this context, we are led to reflect on the depth of the connection between the divine and the human, between the visible and the invisible. The complexity of these symbols challenges us to question our own limitations and to open ourselves to new possibilities of spiritual understanding. Ezekiel's vision reveals a celestial scene of indescribable grandeur, where every detail seems to carry hidden and profound meaning. As he observes the living beings with their intricate wheels and all-seeing eyes, Ezekiel is confronted with the magnitude of the divine presence. The complexity of these celestial entities defies not only human comprehension, but also the very essence of existence. As he tries to describe in words what he sees, Ezekiel finds himself confronted with the mystery of creation and the infinite power of God. Every aspect of this extraordinary vision echoes with hushed reverence, reminding us of humility before the divine and of the eternity of the secrets hidden in the sacred pages. The symbiotic relationship between the Ophanim and the cherubim in Ezekiel's vision reveals an intricate cosmic balance, where these celestial entities not only coexist, but also interact in perfect harmony. The Ophanim, with their complex wheels and watchful eyes, seem to be more than just divine vehicles. They represent mobility and the constant search for spiritual truth. On the other hand, the cherubim, with their multiple faces and symbolic meanings, symbolize the diversity of the divine nature and the transformative power of God's presence. The interaction between these beings leads us to reflect on the importance of the union between the different aspects of spirituality and the need for balance in the journey towards understanding the sacred. Each movement of the Ophanim in synchrony with the faces of the cherubim reminds us that the search for true spiritual connection requires not only knowledge, but also wisdom and discernment to interpret the divine signs present on our path. Continuing Ezekiel's fascinating narrative, we are transported to a heavenly scene of indescribable beauty. The prophet, in spiritual ecstasy, describes a majestic throne that rises above the firmament, shining with a divine light that outshines even the most radiant sun. Upon this throne, Ezekiel glimpses a resplendent figure resembling a man, whose presence radiates unparalleled peace and power. Surrounded by an aura of fire that dances in golden and silver tones, this divine figure seems to contain within himself all the wisdom and mercy of the universe. Ezekiel's eyes cannot tear himself away from this transcendental vision, and his heart fills with reverence before the magnitude of the being that rests there. In this unique and sacred moment, the prophet understands that he is before the very essence of divinity, a pure manifestation of God's love and grace. The depiction of God as a human-like figure in Ezekiel's vision prompts us to question the boundaries between the divine and the human, between the transcendent and the immanent. While God is traditionally portrayed as distant and unattainable, the human-like representation of God suggests a closeness and familiarity that defies our conventional understanding. In this context, we are invited to reflect on the complex nature of God, which transcends simplistic or limited definitions. The image of the Creator resembling the created creature reminds us of the intimate connection between human beings and their Creator, pointing to a relationship of mutual affection and care. This unique representation of God as an anthropomorphic figure invites us to explore new perspectives on divinity and to consider the many ways in which the sacred manifests itself in our own humanity. As we delve deeper into Ezekiel's mysterious visions, we are confronted with the complexity and symbolic richness that permeates every detail of this sacred narrative. Each element of the vision, from the wheels within wheels covered with eyes to the celestial beings with multiple faces, challenges us to expand our spiritual horizons and contemplate the infinite power of God. The search for understanding these enigmas transcends the barriers of time and space, inviting us on an inner journey towards the essence of our own existence. Faced with the grandeur of Ezekiel's revelations, we are reminded of the humility required to enter into the divine mysteries and the importance of keeping the flame of spiritual curiosity alive in our hearts. May each symbol, each image described by Ezekiel, be a constant reminder that true wisdom lies in the relentless search for connection with the sacred and the willingness to open our minds to the deepest secrets of the universe. If you want to discover more hidden secrets in the Bible and explore the depths of these divine mysteries, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any episodes. Ezekiel's narrative invites us to continue exploring the divine mysteries present in the sacred scriptures. May this journey inspire your search for truth and spiritual knowledge.